Match 4, Gorosaurus vs. Kumonga by James Webster. The cool stench arose from the canopy treetops of Monster Island. The sounds of birds silenced at the approach of a giant. The ground quaked as the black form trampled through the foliage. The deadly beast, Kumonga, with its 8 ruby-like eyes, gleamed with hatred as it moved forward. Mimicking a machine, the grotesque spider crawled, the black-poled legs spearing into the ground like daggers. The arachnid had felt the presence of another. The tainted smell of blood flew through the air, but the prey was nowhere in visible sight. Pass.
The cool stench. Oh. Yet Kumonga knew better. He could literally taste the essence of the beast. Each corrupted thought of feeding flesh and spelt blood threw the tension into frenzy. The meal would be soon. Great rivers of lusting foam dripped from its hollow, bony fang. It sent the bloodlust rising like crashing waves from the shore. Adrenaline coursing in its veins. The kill was near, and it would be something for him to savor. Pass.
Suddenly, the giant spider's thoughts were broke, shattered by a loud beastly roar. Kumonga quickly turned its body just in time to see the tyrant charging. The jade-green scales glimmering in the sun, the ivory teeth flashing with savoring drool. Powerful strides on ropes of muscled flesh moved the titan's mass in blinding speed. The might of Gorosaurus was met. The mammoth spider raised up and was in momentary shock at the sudden appearance of the creature, but even more so when the beast too rose into the air, rearing its hefty weight upon its barreled scaly tail. The taloned back legs pulled against its oily skin, and the chiseled stone body lifted higher and higher. Fear bored into the 8-legged behemoth when it realized the true nature of the show. Pass.
A loud bone-cracking sound shattered the air. The saurian slammed with full force with his core legs upon the exoskeleton body of Kumonga. The arachnid screeched a banshee cry of maddening pain as its body was sent backwards, slamming into the ground. The huge dinosaur hissed and began to mercifully crush its downed foe, stamping, raking, and clawing its powerful 3-sided clawed feet, and with each step and each cut another shriek of torture bellowed. Pass.
Gorosaurus roared in frustration, quickly jumped off the battered arachnid. Let me read that again. Gorosaurus roared in frustration, quickly jumped off the battered arachnid. Howling again, the Leviathan swung its massive tail into the mutant spider's lifeless shell. The fevering whack sent the spider hurtling through the again. The fevering whack sent the spider hurtling through the stale air. Moments of ebbing sands of time ticked by before the many-limbed foe landed hundreds of meters away. Tearing through the earth, sliding on its back, Kumonga plowed through, leaving only an open stretch of wounded earth in its wake. Dust and dirt hovered in the blue sky, surrounding and blinding the spider's half-glazed view. Then, without warning, another tonnage of wave bashed against the mutant. A sharp, numbing pain of icy torment raced through its body, following by another and another. Waves of pain flooded the arachnid's tattered mind. Only the cries of screeching horrible rage seemed to relieve what little it could. The dinosaur, though, continued to beat the spider's soft underside with its fleshy tail. Kumonga's legs flailed wildly at the attack. Sneering a fence of ivory sore teeth, the emerald lizard placed one of its massive clawed feet upon the prone body. New flashes of horror assaulted the downed black creature as Gorosaurus opened its rowed dagger mouth and prepared to grab hold of the beast with its pike-like teeth. Pass.
Jeez, Kumonga's like an anything, is he? Death raced through the spider's mind in the next few precious seconds. Willing its body, the creature moved every limb it could, only by luck of the slimmest chance to Two of the arachnid's dagger-like legs struck the enraged Leviathan. Gorosaurus howled in pain and immediately released its hold. The creature's legs were like swords, slicing deeply into its upper leg. Weeping wounds now grazed the tyrant lizard's thigh, wounds that were too much for the animal to stand on. Roaring in utter defiance, the beast fell to its side, losing its balance. At last, the tide of battle had turned, and Kumonga summoned its strength to flip back over. The sky next was filled with the sound of a low hissing noise, as Spiga, okay, that's weird, as Spiga began to spray the fallen titan. Thousands of sticky white strands leapt from the beast's fanged mouth, extending hundreds of feet. Gorosaurus watched in pain as the sticky eggshell wisp of silk floated down and made contact with its pebbled skin. The milky gasometer... What?
I'm pretty sure that's a real word, but...
The milky gasometer substance was cold and dried almost as soon as it touched him. The huge dinosaur fought back fiercely, but it was fruitless. The web was too strong and far too thick. Yeah. I guess Spiga suddenly made a cameo here.
Yeah.
Pass.
Hours ticked by before the gigantic spider finally stopped, stepping forward on the motionless saurian. The creature finished the job. Extending its mouth, a small needle-like barb plunged into the tough skin. Injecting the helpless creature, the spider had won. The venom clogged the veins and arteries of Gorosaurus, running through its bloodstream like light across the voids of space. Great gouts of air blasted from the lungs, and the stone idol-like mountain of bone cracked. Cold flesh now covered the beast. The once powerful kaiju whipped its armored tail limply, and twitched its crocodilian jaws before falling as still as a great fallen oak. A sea of sanguine fluids spurted from its throat, while the organs burst from deep within. Gushes of drenched black blood flooded the parched earth like rivers of insanity. Red and glistening, the plants remained their surface. Oh, hang on, let me read that again. Red and glistening, the plants remain, their surface, tainted by the loss of Gorosaurus. The dinosaur was a hill of dead meat, the organs all but shutting off one by one. Moving forward, the spider Kumonga feeds, its hard-fought meal warming its mouth with a cup of victory. Winner, Kumonga. And apparently Spiga too, since that has a cameo. I guess the author must have forgot who was writing there for a second.
I guess. I feel like if this one was submitted, I feel like it would not be accepted mostly because Kumonga's losing nothing until the very end.
Mm-hmm. I do kind of like the utilization of the legs, kind of like weaponizing them. I think that was actually kind of like a highlight for me. But yeah, other than that, it's just kind of like early match. You can kind of tell. But again, it did do Kumonga some justice. Just the weird change to Spiga near the end. It's like, what?
Well, there's also the weird change in that it just suddenly just shifts from almost like Kumonga pretty much on death's doorstep to just all of a sudden, oh, we got a lucky shot that he just magically wins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, is Gorosaurus actually green, by the way?
Oh, and King Kong escapes. Yeah, he's green.
Oh,
so
well, alright then.
Yeah, I don't know why Gorosaurus. So you're not the only one that sees a blue Gorosaurus and destroy all monsters, then?
No, I do see it, which I'm really confused by.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird because apparently those two are the same suits, but I don't know. To be perfectly honest,
was it just different coloring, or was the camera work?
I might be the lighting, but to be perfectly honest, I have no idea.
Well, what was King Kong Escapes made?
67.
And Destroy All Monsters was made in 69, right?
68.
Okay, so it's only been a year since. This is supposed to be the same suit.
Yeah, it's probably the same suit, but I don't know what's up with the bluish coloration, at least during the final battle. Again, I think that'd be more on the lighting side of things.
They updated it?
Wait, what?
Maybe they updated the suit a bit? I don't know.
Probably minor changes to it. I don't know. So...
Minor changes involving total color change. Just no big deal.
Yeah. Minor color changes involving total color changes. So that was Gorosaurus versus Kumonga Showa, and we will see you guys in match number 5, Zilla versus Titanosaurus. See you then.